And we do want to thank you so much for joining us on Election Night in America. I'm Justin Kolar.
And I'm Michael Higdon. It is 7 o'clock, which means that only people who are already in line are still eligible to cast a ballot. As the votes are being tallied, we are inching closer to finding out the next president of the United States.
And we're also keeping a close eye on all of our state and local candidates right here in South Carolina, where watch parties are being held right now as voters wait for those ballots to be counted.
We're going to start with United States Representative Nancy Mace, who is currently trying to keep her place in the state's 1st congressional district. Our Emily Johnson joining us now from Mace's watch party over on Daniel Island.
And Emily, how would you describe the overall mood out there?
Well, Justin and Michael, the mood is damp here at Congresswoman's Nancy Mace's election night watch party as the rain just began and a lot of the materials for this party were quickly moved inside. Mace is trying to hold on to her seat tonight as our District 1 representative against Democrat Michael B. Moore. Now, since taking the seat in 2020, Mace has gained national news attention for her comments and beliefs in the House of Representatives. Now, even more recently, Mace has questioned Charleston County Sheriff Kristen Graziano, claiming that the sheriff is systemically dismantling immigration enforcement in the county. Now, just a few weeks ago, Mace decided to sit down with Live 5 for an interview discussing the problems that our viewers and voters in the Lowcountry have, discussing a number of topics from the need for reducing inflation, more infrastructure, gun ownership, and immigration. Now, the doors are supposed to open right now, and the event happens to start at 7:30, and we will be here for the rest of the night, keeping you updated. And once those votes start to roll in, let you know how people are reacting. Reporting live on Daniel Island, Emily Johnson, Live 5 News.
Thank you, Emily. And running against Nancy Mace in the election is Democratic challenger Michael B. Moore, where he is currently hosting a watch party at the International Longshoremen's Association. Anna Harris is out there now. And Anna, Mace took to X earlier today to critique the location of Moore's watch party, saying it's actually out of the district. Where are you tonight, and how are supporters feeling?
Yes, Justin, I'm in downtown Charleston, which is actually in District 6, not in District 1, which he is trying to represent. Now, I've not had the chance to ask more about this comment directly, as he's not yet arrived, but who has arrived are a lot of his supporters who are starting to fill up these seats behind me. But Moore has sat down with Live 5 in these last few weeks to address some of the biggest hot topics that voters are looking for in this election. He says he is a proponent of an increase in affordable housing, a decrease in medical debt, and is wanting to prioritize women's reproductive rights. He's also a big believer in background checks for guns. Now Moore will have a lot of other Democratic candidates here joining him throughout the rest of the evening. And of course, we're going to monitor all of those races across the Lowcountry to bring those results to you. Reporting live in downtown Charleston, Anna Harris, Live 5 News.
All right, thank you, Anna. We are also keeping an eye on the 2 candidates for Charleston County Sheriff. We'll check in with Melissa Rademacher at the watch party for Kristen Graziano in just a couple of minutes. But first, we want to go to Caitlin Ashbaugh, who is out right now at Carl Ritchie's watch party in Patriots Point. Caitlin, how's it looking out there?
Hey, Michael. Well, we're still about 30 minutes till the doors are set to open here, and it's relatively quiet, but you can see people behind me slowly starting to trickle in. Tonight, we'll be hearing directly from former Mount Pleasant Police Chief Carl Ritchie, who's one of 3 candidates in a highly contentious race for Charleston County Sheriff's Office. Now, we'll have more from each watch party tonight as those polls are closing and those numbers are slowly starting to trickle in, so we'll have more updates as the night goes on. For now, reporting in Mount Pleasant, Caitlin Ashbaugh, Live 5 News.
Thank you, Caitlin. We're going to check in now with Melissa Rademacher, who joins us live from Kristen Graziano's watch party. Melissa, this sheriff's race could be very close. What are you hearing tonight?
Yeah, guys, people are trickling in here to the watch party for Sheriff Kristen Graziano. It's an event with a lot of different Democrats throughout Charleston County this evening. She's not expected to arrive until much later tonight, so we won't hear from her until then. But a little bit of background, Sheriff Graziano was elected in 2020, beating out longtime Sheriff Al Cannon. In doing so, she became the first woman and first openly gay woman to be elected, as Sheriff in South Carolina's history. Since then, she went in with plans of reform having to do with the jail. That's something she and her opponent, Carl Ritchie, recently clashed on. How to provide and physical health resources at the jail. She also pledged to end the jail's association with an ICE detention program. That's something she did and caught a little bit of criticism from Congresswoman Nancy Mace. It's getting a little amped up in here. Again, Graziano's not expected to arrive for quite a bit, so we'll be hearing from her much later tonight, probably when we know the results of this race.
All right, and that was Melissa Rademacher. We're also following the candidates for Dorchester County Sheriff Sam Richardson and Charles Frederick. Our Meredith Blair is in North Charleston right now, where voting has officially closed and the wait is nearly over.
Fort Dorchester High School saw a steady flow of voters today with around 600 ballots cast. Voters were pulling up into the parking lot until the doors closed. I'm keeping a close eye on the race for the next sheriff of Dorchester County. Will it be Republican Sam Richardson or Democrat Charles Frederickson? Your votes will tell us before the end of the night. Now, for the remainder of Election Day, I will be at a Dorchester County Sheriff's watch party bringing you live results, so be sure to stay with us. Reporting in North Charleston, Meredith Blair, Live 5 News.
And you can get instant local election results on the free Live 5 News app. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now with your phone or search Live 5 in your app store.
And with the polling locations having officially closed, millions of voters across the country are now waiting to know if the candidates they voted for will be getting elected.
We will check in with Carly Baker very soon, but first we do want to head over to Caroline Spikes, who is out in Charleston County. Caroline, the polls are closed, but are there still any people in line? What was the energy like out there that you've seen today?
Justin, Michael, from what I'm seeing, there are no more people in line. Honestly, I spoke to a poll manager here at the Park Circle Community Building in North Charleston, and he said that it was pretty steady moving. There were about 430 people that came out to vote today. He said in comparison to early voting, people were taking their time casting their ballot rather than straight ticket voting. He said earlier this morning was when it was the busiest and sort of died down after that, seeing a few spurts of people here and there coming out throughout the day. For now, reporting in Charleston County, I'm Caroline Spikes, Live 5 News.
And our Carly Baker has also been out in Berkeley County today.
Okay, Carly, what was the turnout like today in Berkeley County?
Yeah, Justin and Michael, there was a steady amount of voters that came through the doors today, but there weren't any long lines while I was out here this afternoon. Now, poll workers tell me that this morning when the polls first opened, there was a long line of people, but that it started to die down after that. As of 5:30 this evening, officials say that they have had nearly 41,000 voters for just today, which doesn't include absentee ballots. That is 60% of Berkeley County's registered voters. Some of those that I spoke to today said that they were first-time voters who were excited to be a part of this year's election. We will keep you updated on final numbers on Election Day for Berkeley County on our website at live5news.com. Reporting live in Hanahan, Carly Baker, Live 5 News.
And we do want to say thanks so much for tuning in tonight. We will be sure to continue to keep you updated as those votes start to roll in.
We will have cut-ins every half hour on the 26 and 56 minute with those updated numbers and live shots from watch parties across the Lowcountry.
Be sure to keep watching.